My name is Bertie Simmons, and I'm the principal of Fur High School, the proud principal of Fur High School. Well, we have AP Psychology, we have AP English, we have AP Literature, we have AP Math, we have AP Social Studies, 9th grade, we have Human Geography, and we have many AP classes. We have 16 AP classes, as a matter of fact. I think it's important I think it's morally right that we offer students AP courses. Especially if they're reading on grade level, because what it does, it actually gives the students an opportunity to have very rigorous instruction, and regular classrooms don't usually do that. So I think it's extremely important that we offer those classes. The reason I think they are beneficial is because I want our kids to be able to go to college and really do well, and in order to do that, you need this rigor that AP courses offer. You need to be able to do homework, you need to be able to do a lot of writing, you need to just operate at a much deeper level than we have been doing in the past.
And students are really pushing themselves. That's really what I see as the greatest benefit to offering an AP class, is having students believe in their own capabilities, or even beyond what they thought they were capable of. And now that they're in these AP classes, many students are rising to the occasion of the rigor that it takes to study for an AP exam. So I think all in all, it's been an incredible program for us here at FUR, and it's started to create the kind of culture, the college culture that we want students to have here at FUR.
The most observable change within the last few years, since we started adding more AP classes, has been that our students are reading more now than they had been previously. Even if it's only a textbook that they're taking home, we are really pushing for a more universal literacy rate at FUR. One of the surprising side effects, though, and I guess one of the happy side effects, though, is that we've seen more kids just taking general books around, novels around. It's very inspiring to see how required reading in one class can turn into recreational reading for outside of class.
I've seen students at FUR really take ownership of their learning since we have begun implementing more AP classes. To allow a student that hasn't had the opportunity to take an AP class to take that class, to give somebody that confidence or the ability to be confident in themselves is truly a cool thing to see. Is a cool thing to see somebody who perhaps in the past has been told they can't do something, to put them in a college level course and really give them the opportunity to succeed. More often than not, that student will succeed if he's willing, if he or she is willing to do the work.
AP classes have affected me, and I'm more college ready. I feel like I want to go somewhere in life. I think that AP classes are good because they could help you towards college, and it's a big advantage, so it's affected me in a good way.
I think AP classes are necessary because it gives you a higher level of education, but not only that, whenever you go to college, you will have like a whole semester. AP classes have changed my life in many ways that I can imagine. Not only did it help me get further to my goals, but it also helped me get to my achievements.
The AP classes are necessary because there's students here who want to learn and want to go to college and want to succeed in this college and after. And having AP classes helps them because it challenges them to do better, because they're rigorous classes and the college board's gonna look at them and see, oh, this kid passed the AP exam, maybe he knows enough to get exempt out of this class in college.
Our world is crippled with a virus that targets the weakened mind, body, and spirit. This virus is known as selfish bitterness, and it finds its host in the hopeless, broken heart. It is highly contagious and has many symptoms. the most deadly is hostileness towards others, or in other words, bullying. Bullying can be spread physically and emotionally, and is now inescapable due to the exploitation on the internet. Although it might seem like fun and games to some, to others it is extremely detrimental and life-threatening. Among young people, there are about 4,400 suicides per year, and bully victims are 2 to 9 times more likely to consider suicide. And if not moved to suicide, the negative living conditions of bullying are still life-altering.
The person I am now, a big part of that comes from being bullied as a child. When I was little, I didn't have a lot of money. I was pretty much homeless, and I didn't have the cool clothing. I didn't look very fashionable, and a lot of people would insult me because of that. However, even though I looked like that and I got bullied for it, the person I was then, I would listen to my friends. I'd love to talk to people and get to know others, and that social interaction. I loved getting close with people. Thing is though, as I got older and as the bullying got worse, between name calling and people actually taking action against me for looking the way I looked, then it made me start to compromise my character. I started to buy the type of clothing these kids wanted me to buy, to look the way these kids wanted me to look, so I would fit in better, so that I wouldn't have to deal with the insults and people coming up to me and telling me how terrible I looked. Because of that, though, I lost who I was before. I didn't care to talk to people. I didn't care to get that social interaction from someone. I just wanted the bullying to stop. I just wanted to stop getting insulted for how I looked. And in doing so, I lost who I was.
One of the most tragic problems about bullying is that victims are usually forced to walk in opposition alone. Many times friends are either too afraid or more concerned with personal status than to help. Even parents find out when it's too late, or they hold the mentality that it's just what kids do. But my friends, this is ignorance.
You're either against bullying or you're for it. I had a friend who was a victim of bullying, and I stood back and I watched due to fear, because I didn't want to intervene, and in doing so that made me for bullying. You know, that's not what friends do. You know, friends would stop the problem, help them, but I didn't.
Although our initial reaction is anger, we must realize that bullies are victims to selfish bitterness due to the heartache of past experiences and insecurities. And to deny them the comfort and friendship they need would be treason to the cause of bully awareness. Think of it this way. If the root of the problem is the insecurities of the bully that lead to the branches of aggressive attacks, which cultivate the growing fruit of broken and hurting people, then why are we only focused on cutting back the branches hoping that the fruit grow healthy, when we must shift our attention to the roots that in time will change the whole tree altogether?
The thing is, this generation doesn't understand what love really is.
Love is patient and kind.
Love does not envy or boast.
It is not arrogant or rude.
It is not irritable or resentful.
It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth.
Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things.
If we can learn to love selflessly, then we are nothing short of a revolution. It takes one willing heart to start a revolution. Are you willing?
I'm Davion Antoine. I am a student here at Fair High School, and I'm in theater arts. My life before theater, you know, it hasn't changed much, but it has, if you get what I mean. My life before theater was, you know, every day, but once theater came into my life, my life became extraordinary. I started going out for auditions. I started trying out for more and becoming a more outgoing person. So, yeah, I could say theater has changed my life. If I didn't have theater in my life, I think I'll be boring. I think life would be boring. Theater makes a lot of things interesting. It pulls from certain aspects of your life and just brings up new challenges and new concepts and objectives that you can use. You know, as you grow older, people tell you in high school how in high school you change, usually you find yourself. Theater's changed my life and helped me find myself as a person.
My name is Erica Lopez and I'm a senior at Fur High School. I think the arts program is a great way to help students who have issues at home or just like issues like in general, even if it's like, you know, they're stressed out in school or like bullying or just anything, you know, just like go to the art room, go to the film room, the band room, dance, and just, you know, release all that stress and just do what you like to do and just forget about all the problems and just flip your hair and move on.
Well, I believe that arts program helps students because they give them the opportunity to express themselves. And it is really important, especially for teenagers. Because if you will show me a teenager that has no problems, try to do it. Every teenager, even a teenager that lives in the happiest family, every teenager has a lot of problems. This is the age. So at this age, it's really important for people to study arts, because this is the time when their personality is formed. This is the time when they identify themselves as human beings.
My name is Bertie Simmons. I'm the principal at Fur High School. Well, what we've done because of the arts program at this school, we've identified a lot of students who are highly talented in different parts of the arts that we never knew about the talent before. And what I have personally found is that there are many extraordinarily talented students here in the East End in the arts. And this particular part of the city has almost been void of the arts in the schools. And so I just have found so many students with an abundance of talent. Well, I can tell you that the arts program has helped several of our students, especially the film project, because our film program has enabled some students to go to college and receive scholarships to study film. And they have sent their documentaries in to the universities, and they have been really pleased with them, and so they have been able to earn scholarships as a result of that. I personally had stress as a teenager. I do remember being a teenager, even though it was many years ago, and I danced. I just loved dance. And when I danced, it just relieved the stress that I was feeling. I went on to major in that in college, and anytime I was dancing, I was stress-free. I think any of the arts can do that.
Stephanie always loved to dance, even when she was really little. But she didn't take any classes until she was almost 10 years old. And it was just to take a class, just to see if she kind of liked it. She had watched a friend dance and thought that might be kind of a neat thing to try. So she tried a class, and then we found out that she was pretty good at it, and they wanted her to do more than just classes. So she started doing team dance and competitive dance.
I've been dancing 2.5 years now. I just love the whole competition part of it. It's really fun to like compete, and I don't know, the hair, the makeup, and you know, the whole adrenaline you get out
in the field. For me personally, when I'm at competition, it's a very long day generally. I'm there to support her, good times, difficult times. Then of course there's all the costume changes and hair and makeup and making sure that she's where she needs to be.
She gets like everything organized, and you know, you need this costume, you need to change your hairstyle, you need to stretch. She just helps me just get everything that I need to do done. My favorite dance move is probably Alsacons. I mean, I've always been a spinner. Like, even when we go to theme parks, I really can't stand anything but the teacups, so I'm just a spinner all around. Dancing does require a lot of practice. On Monday, I dance for 2 hours. On Wednesday, I dance for 4 hours. On Thursday, I dance for an hour. And then on Friday, I have my solo practice, which is an hour. When I win an award, I feel really great because it just gives me like the satisfaction that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and it just feels really good to win.
For her solo this year, she has been honored with placing twice already and doing very well, and her scores continue to improve with each time that she performs it.
I don't know, I always watch the other people and it makes me more nervous, and I always just want to, you know, show the judges what I have and like, hello, look at I give up hanging out with my friends. I give up having like more time on projects than other people do. Like, I can't just sit around at home like all day. I have to, you know, go to dance, do your homework.
Stephanie has accomplished a great deal in the 2.5 years that she's been dancing. It's something that has come very natural to her, and we've been told many times that she has natural talent, and that is why she's been able to find such success in such a short amount of time.
My family's pretty supportive of me. I mean, they come to almost all of my competitions, at least the close ones anyway, and they always cheer me on and say I did a good job. I know I make my mom proud and my dad proud. Yeah, I think I make them proud. I mean, I would hope so, because I'm like trying my hardest
here. It's kind of exciting to think what she might accomplish in the next couple of years to come, because she's just growing and getting stronger with every class and every experience, and it's just been really fun to watch.
I love dance.
We all love legends. Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, werewolves, vampires, whatever creatures that excites your imagination. The stories some people can think of and create are astonishing, but some real-life experiences are just plain amazing. That is where we've come to now. The story of the Eastwood Monster set in Goodyear Heights in Akron, Ohio in the late 1950s. The first sighting of the monster was actually in the fall of 1958 and was witnessed by my grandfather and his buddies. This was their story. Can you give us your name, your age, and where you live?
Yes, my name is David Hall. I'm 67 years old, and I live in Akron, Ohio, and have all my life.
When was this incident?
This was in the late fall of around 1958, and we were coming back from a high school football game on a Friday night.
What was the evening like? Was it cold, snowy?
No, it was an unusually warm and clear night for that late in the fall. Normally we have snow, but it was a beautiful, quiet night.
Do you remember the exact spot that you first saw it?
Absolutely. We were driving on a road called Eastwood Avenue. At the time, in 1958, it was gravel. Now, it borders a metropolitan park in East Akron called Goodyear Heights Metro Park. It's all woods, and we have a landmark next to the road called Grandfather's Tree. That's a huge, big old red oak tree. As we were passing the tree, that was the first time we saw what they now call the Eastwood Monster.
What happened right after you and your friends saw it?
Well, what happened, there was 5 of my buddies in the car. It actually jumped out from behind the tree and hit our back bumper. As soon as that happened, Jim, who was driving the car, put his foot on the accelerator and we took off. When we turned around, it was still chasing us, and it appeared that it was on 2 feet, not 4. So what happened was, I got scared, started crying, and that's the last I remember of it because I was down on the floorboard.
What color was it, and how tall do you think it was?
Well, you know, back then we thought it was 8 foot tall. Honestly, it probably wasn't like that because we let our exaggeration get away from us. But I would say 6 to 7 foot tall maybe, and it was brown, sort of maybe chestnut.
What do you think you saw?
I don't know. If I had to guess, yeah, at that time it looked like maybe a Sasquatch or something like that. I'm not real sure. Could have been a bear. I don't know, but it was really furry.
After this experience, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Here again, I don't know if I believe in Bigfoot or not. I can only believe in what I saw. Was it a Bigfoot? We'll probably never know.
I asked you to try to sketch what you saw. What have you came up with?
Well, you had asked me that prior to this interview, and basically, this is the best I could do. I'm not an artist.
Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All the way into the next year, 1959, the sightings from many of the frightened citizens just kept coming into the news articles and headlines. Calls kept coming into the police station saying that they found their pets to be missing, and then when they did find them, they were dead. People reported the creature to be at least 6 feet tall. Some heard that it had capsized a car and attacked 2 children. Police also found a group of teenagers trying to find it and hunt the creature down with knives, clubs, and even guns. In the end, the police never did find the creature. Some say it was a bear, but others, like my grandfather, think it was a legend that will never erase from their memory. What do you think? Fact or fiction? You decide.
Woodburn picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Playing with the drumline at football games is a great experience because I love playing music.
Well, I really enjoy spending time with a group of people, a group of musicians who enjoy doing the same thing I do, you know, pursuing their own musical interests.
It's really fun. Not like how other drum lines that I see when we go to games, and we love pumping up the crowd.
I started playing percussion in the 6th grade, and then I came and saw how Reagan drumline played, and their music quality was a big jump from what I used to play in middle school.
I play second bass drum on the drum line.
And I play the marimba.
I play the tenor drums, also known as the quints or quads. So as drum captain, I have to control a lot of things in line. Sometimes it's hard to work with people, but you know, as a drum line, we get past it and we work together to, you know, overcome that adversity.
Our drum captain, Daniel, and drum lieutenant, O'Shea. When they bump heads, it just gets annoying. No one can ever get along.
But, you know, they sooner or later calm down and we just have fun. You know, we're like one big family.
But in the end, it's all worth it. When you go to at the end of the day, you're looking up into the crowds as you're about to perform. You really appreciate all the work that you put into it, and it's an amazing experience.
My name is Marcus Sophus. I'm a senior and I like to dance contemporary.
My name is Raven. I'm a junior and my favorite style of dance is jazz.
My name is Dion. I'm in the 12th grade and I like to freestyle.
Hi, I'm Miss Bennett and I'm the dance teacher here at Reagan High School. The dances that I teach are ballet, contemporary, jazz, and hip-hop.
She kind of lets us do our own thing. She lets us choose what kind of dance we want to do. It's not just up to her.
We all have different styles and we just all come together and share dances like one love.
Not only does Miss Bennett help us, but we help each other like one big family.
I got the job here actually through Coach Dixon. He remembered me from when I came here to teach.
I love the teacher. I didn't step foot in this dance room until Miss Bennett got here. She's an awesome dance teacher and her choreography is awesome.
Teacher's amazing. She can just help us with anything we need.
I do like Miss Bennett. She's cool. She acts our age. That's like the really awesome thing because I don't know how old she is. She seems young because she acts young. So it's like having another student in the classroom.
I consider dance to be a sport. We work just as hard as any other athletes, training, practicing, performing, so yes.
It takes the same training it takes for a football player to play football.
I can consider dance as a sport because we work our butts off. We bust ours, but at the same time, I consider it a way to have fun.
Dancing is most definitely a way to have fun. It's a way of life.
I love to dance. I don't really know how much to explain it. I guess it's kind of like freedom. I like to move my whole body.
We get to just express who we are.
The best thing about this class is the freedom that you have to dance around because you can't do that in math class. And I feel like dancing is how humans fly. Like birds have wings, we have music. And in that class, we're just a bunch of birds, I guess.
I don't know, it's kind of a sense of expression. Like if I'm sad or upset, I like to dance because it just gets me out of another world and brings me to another world. And I don't know, it's just cool, it's fun.
Here in the small town of Friendswood, Texas, there are many things to take part in, such as go to the park, play tennis, maybe even have a nice peaceful walk, or go to your local Friendswood Public Library.
Here at the Friendswood Library, we offer programs for all ages, from babies all the way up to people who are retired and elderly people. I'm the young adult librarian, so I do programming for the 8 to 18-year-old age range. On Tuesdays, like right now, we play video games from 4:30 to 5:30. I also do crafts and movies and snacks and stuff on Fridays. For other things that we've got for teenagers, I have the Teen Advisory Group, and they help me plan some of the programs that we do here at the library. Later on in March, we're having a Hunger Games party, and they're helping me plan that, so they do that sort of thing. We also have story times for babies. We have like 6 story times a week. We have movie nights, like we show classic movies. We have genealogy workshops for people who are interested in finding out more about their family trees. We have just a plethora of things. There's so much stuff going on at the library besides books and checking out books and movies.
At Friendswood Public Library, I probably use the large variety of books the most, and I've read a lot of them.
I love how they have a lot of books here, a wide range of things you can choose from, and the staff here is really nice.
There's a lot of books here. If you need anything, you can just grab it off the shelf. It doesn't really matter. And the staff is really nice. They're really friendly and they're helpful.
Well, I'm the children's librarian. I'm Pat Akes, and I'm in charge of all the summer programs. I have to book everybody who comes on Tuesdays and Thursday afternoons, and we usually do 2 shows because we have so many people coming, and our fire code's 125 people. So we've had to do 2 shows on each Tuesday and Thursday because we have, 250, 300 people wanting to get in. Sometimes we have to ask adults to leave and let the children come in. Our summer programs are the ones that keep us busiest. We have over 2,000 children in the reading club. That's birth to age 18. And we have programs every single day. Mondays there are arts and crafts for 5 to 7-year-olds. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the programs for all ages. And then Christina has young adult and tween programs. Tweens are 8 to 10-year-olds, and young adult is 11 to 14. And those are every Wednesday and Friday. She'll have her tweens like at 1:30 and then her young adults at 3:30.